Hi friends, welcome to my channel. This is Mughal Dharma. Thanks for clicking on this video. Friends, in this video I am going to reveal you one secret that will help you speak English fluently. Friends, before we dive into the video, I have a small request. Please subscribe the channel, like this video and hit the bell icon. Now let's get started. Friends, how are you doing? I hope you are doing well. Friends, many of us want to speak English well. We do lot of activities in order to improve our English language. We like to do many activities to enhance our English language. Many of us want to speak English clearly. Many of us want to speak English confidently, but we cannot speak English clearly. We struggle to speak in English. We struggle to express in English language. Even though we put in serious efforts, we are unable to speak English well. So, dear my friends, if you want to speak English well, if your goal is to speak in English, then here is the one secret. If you follow this secret, you will definitely learn English very fast. You will definitely speak English fluently and confidently. So now we are going to discuss that secret. So watch this video till the end. Friends, if you want to speak English well, there is one secret, that is consistency. Consistency is everything. So if you want to speak in English language, we have to focus on speaking skill. There are 4 skills in English language: listening skill, speaking skill, writing skill and reading skill. If you focus on writing, then writing skill gets improved. If you focus on listening, then listening skill gets enhanced. If you focus on reading, then reading skill gets improved. If you focus on writing, then writing skill gets improved. So if your goal is to speak in English language, then you must focus on speaking skill. If you focus on speaking skill, then your speaking skill gets enhanced and improved. So that, dear my friend, if you want to speak English well, if you want to speak English clearly, if you want to communicate well in English language, so you have to focus on speaking skill. Many of us, we don't focus on speaking skill, so that we are unable to speak English well, and then instead of that we focus on reading, writing and listening. So when you focus on them, they get improved, but your speaking skill cannot be improved. So if you want to speak English clearly, if you want to speak English precisely, if you want to speak English confidently, then you should focus on speaking skill. When you don't feel like practicing speaking English, when you don't feel like practicing speaking English, that is when you must practice speaking skill. So that is what you have to do. When you have that habit, when you make that habit, then you will definitely speak English well. So if you want to speak English well, you need to maintain consistency. You must maintain consistency, because if you speak in English every day, if you speak in English for 21 days, then it will become your habit. Once it becomes your habit, then you don't need to force yourself. You will automatically start doing that activity. That is how it works. So that, dear my friend, if you want to speak English well, you have to make a habit of speaking in English every day. You have to speak in English at least 10 minutes a day. It should become habit of your life. It should become habit of your life. Then you will speak English well. If you have friend, then you can do conversations with your friend. If you don't have friend, then you have to stand in front of mirror and talk to yourself. You can choose any topic. You can pick up any topic and prepare well, and then after preparing, then you have to speak to yourself in front of mirror. You have to give a lecture to yourself in front of mirror. You have to stand in front of mirror and then you have to give lecture to yourself. So you have to do like that, because when you don't have friends, you have to do like that. If you have friend, then you have to go to that person and then you have to do conversations with that person. It's very beneficial to you. In case you don't have friend, then you have to speak to yourself. Stand in front of mirror and speak to yourself. You have to explain everything to yourself. That's it. You have to practice like that. If you practice like that for 10 minutes a day for 21 days, if you practice like that every day, it becomes your habit. After that, you will automatically start speaking in English. It will take time. You have to be patient, but you must be consistent. If you want to speak English fluently, if you want to speak English clearly, if you want to speak English effectively, then you have to speak in English every day. You have to use English every day. You have to think in English every day. You have to make your brain think in English. So when your brain starts thinking in English, then it will automatically make sentences. It will frame sentences, then it will help you speak English well. That is how you can learn English very fast. That is how you can speak English confidently. When your mind helps you speak English well, when your mind frames good sentences in English language, then you will speak English confidently. Then you will speak English effectively. We should not skip any single day. We have to practice speaking English every single day. We must maintain consistency. That is when you will be able to speak English well. Our consistency builds confidence. Confidence leads to action. Action leads to progress. If you maintain consistency properly, then you can see your results. You can speak English well. That's it, friends. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.